PTF and JK for In the Money Media and the Breeders' Cup, year number 8 of our Breeders' Cup head-to-head challenge. Tell you what, I heard from our official podcast historian, Dennis Feldman. We've been doing this for 7 years. That's 96 races. The record stands 48-48. We're going to break the tie this year by going through just the 9 races of Breeders' Cup Saturday. It's the war to settle the score, and it starts off in the Filly and Mare Sprint. Who you got?
Filly and Mare Sprint. I am going to take Hope Road.
One of the ones I would like, but I'm going to go with Tamara. I wanted her to win here so badly. A couple of years ago up at Santa Anita, that didn't happen. Maybe she makes amends in the Filly and Mare Sprint. That's the first head-to-head. Let's go to the Turf Sprint. In this one, I'm going to go first, and I'm going to pick a long shot JK, a horse from Europe. I think is going to be really suited to conditions here. That's She's Quality. Who do you want?
Yeah, I'm not going to take an easy one here. I'm going to take a horse I like quite a bit in here. Might even be my top choice overall for the entire of this entire race, the 5. Bring the Band Home. I know the race at Woodbine wasn't great, but the 2 races at Saratoga win this one by an open length. I'm going to take Bring the Band Home.
Breeders' Cup Sprint is up next, and I'm going to go with the one at the top of the market. That's Ben Tornado. So good in this race last year. I think goes one better this time around.
One of my favorite plays, I think even on the In the Money Plus grid picks, this was my best bet of the day. Copion. I love her in this spot. I don't love the rail, but if she gets a good trip, if she gets an okay trip, I think she wins.
Distaff up next, race of changing fortunes. We'll see. We know now who's going to turn up in it, but who wins it, or who's going to be your head-to-head choice anyway?
Yeah, I'm going to take Darth Vader. We talked about this a little bit. You probably are a little surprised about that because I was a little bit against her because I was against Torpedo Anna, so I kind of fell being against her. I actually think she ran pretty well. She's run consistently well. I think she's sitting on a big race.
I'll take the gift you're giving me and go with Seismic Beauty in this spot, who I think is going to be a very sizable favorite there. I do like Darth Vader too though, truth be told. Next up we have the Turf. This one, I'll let you go first.
Wow, I was hoping you were going to go first. I don't care. I'll take either one of these. If one of them wins, hopefully I'll be in good position in the Breeders' Cup Betting Challenge. I'll take Rebels Romance because I think he'll be in front, and you know I'm a sucker for a front runner.
In truth, I would have picked Rebels Romance had you let me go first, but I'm not going to be complaining, like within the Distaff, to have the one that's going to be at the top of the market. That's Mini Hawk, and that's how we'll deal with the Turf as we get to the Breeders' Cup Classic, another race that's changed so much this week. Who do you want in this head-to-head?
Well, I'm devastated, right? I think it was going to be such an exciting race, but you still look at it on paper, it's still an outstanding race. I'll take Fierceness because I know who you're going to take. I like your horse as well. If Fierceness can duplicate what he did here in the Pacific Classic, I think he'll be tough. His biggest knock is handling adversity. He handled it very well right down the road.
He loves Del Mar as much as I love the restaurant where we are right now, the Pacific Coast Grill. That means we both love it a lot. I will come right back, though, and take the horse that you were guessing I was going to take. That's Forever Young. This is a horse whose Saudi Cup, I think, is the best race that any of these have run recently, as good as so many of the other races have been. I think he'll be seen to better effect this time around in his 3rd North American start, and that brings us to the mile.
Notable Speech for me. I thought Notable Speech was going to win last year. From all things I hear, doing better than he was last year. Long campaign this year, a more measured campaign this year. I think he's going to be, last year, I think he's going to be extremely tough to beat. Good trip from the inside, Notable Speech.
Incredibly live, among the most likely winners. Maybe the likeliest winner, but I'm happy to take Solon, late season 3-year-old, who just has one of those PP cuts that looks like that of a Breeders' Cup Mile winner. Dirt Mile is up next, and I think I know who you're going to pick, but I'm going to let you go first anyway.
So, this one's embarrassing. I have always not disliked the horse as a 4-legged friend, but as a betting proposition. I've always giggled that he was a punchline, Mystic Dan.
Whoa!
I think he's sitting on a great race. Don't get me wrong, the horse you're going to pick, probably the winner, Nisos. See, I know what you're going to do. I watched this O's the Mentalist thing last night. I think Mystic Dan's going to run so much better than people might think he will. I'm going to pick the Derby winner in the Dirt Mile.
That is amazing. First time in your life you've picked that horse. You are
Ever.
right. For me, it's all about Nisos. Got to see him in the flesh this morning, and he just looked super good. We close out Breeders' Cup Saturday with the filly and mare turf. Who do you got?
I'm going to go with Cinderella's Dream. One of my favorite things to do during these Breeders' Cups is to gather all of the information, log it in my head from our friends from overseas that know a lot more about these horses than we do. And the constant theme I keep hearing about Cinderella's Dream is she's in better form than she was last year, and that her runs look worse this year than they actually were. That screams value to me. Give me Cinderella's Dream.
I like her too, but I will go with her stablemate, Diamond Rain. What a huge race that was up at Woodbine. I think she can step forward again and get the money in the filly and mare turf. There you have it, head-to-head for the Breeders' Cup from In the Money Media. For JK, I'm PTF. May you win all your photos.